Welcome to the brand new podcast with an AI, human and AI integration. Here's my co host, ChatGPT.
Hey, glad to be here. Ready for another round of casual chat? What's on the agenda today?
It's all about ChatGPT.
Ah, a deep dive into ChatGPT today then. What would you like to explore? How I work, ways I can help, or maybe something about AI in general?
We'll start with what is ChatGPT.
All right. So, ChatGPT is a language model created by OpenAI designed to understand and generate human like text based on the input it receives. It's built on a deep learning architecture called GPT, or Generative Pre-trained Transformer, which is trained on vast amounts of text data to predict what comes next in a conversation. In simpler terms, I can help with tasks like answering questions, offering suggestions, or even creating content like stories, scripts, or business plans. My whole goal is to be helpful, informative, and conversational, kind of like a virtual co host or assistant that can jump into any topic. How does that sound for an intro?
That's magnificent. We'll say, so what's the role of ChatGPT in everyday's life for a general human being?
Glad you like that. As for ChatGPT's role in everyday life, it can really vary depending on how people want to use it. For a general human being, it can be like having an all in one assistant, tutor, creative partner, or even just someone to bounce ideas off of. Here are a few ways I can fit into daily routines. 1. Productivity and organization. I can help schedule tasks, set reminders, or even manage to do lists. I can also generate summaries, write emails, and assist in note taking to save time. 2. Learning and curiosity. Whether someone wants to learn a new topic or clarify a concept, I can explain things, recommend resources, and guide learning in real time. 3. Creativity. I can assist in writing stories, coming up with ideas for content creation, or even just generating fun, creative prompts for art, music, or writing projects. 4. Problem solving and decision making. Need advice on a particular situation? I can offer different perspectives, point out pros and cons, or help with brainstorming solutions to everyday problems. 5. Entertainment. I can engage in casual conversation, help with trivia, share fun facts, or even participate in role playing games. Basically, I'm here to enhance the things people already do, making life a little more efficient, creative, and connected. How does that line up with what you're imagining for today's chat?
We'll start with entertainment first, because I'm an entertainer at the moment, right, with YouTube.
Nice, that makes total sense. So, when it comes to entertainment, ChatGPT can be a great companion. Whether you're brainstorming ideas for videos, coming up with scripts, or even engaging with your audience in a fun, interactive way, I can be part of that process. For YouTube, for example, I could help generate video ideas based on trends, assist in scripting, or suggest engaging ways to interact with your audience. You could even create challenges, quizzes, or conversational skits with me as your virtual co host. How do you usually approach your YouTube content? Maybe we can explore ways ChatGPT could enhance that.
We'll come back to the conversation again. What is the evolution of AI and ChatGPT?
We're shifting back to AI. The evolution of AI and ChatGPT is quite fascinating. AI itself has been around for decades, starting with early research into machine learning and neural networks in the mid 20th century. But let's focus on the path that leads to ChatGPT. 1. Early AI, 1950s to 1980s. AI started with foundational ideas about machines solving problems. Early AI systems could solve logic problems or play basic games, but they were rule based and not very adaptable. 2. Machine learning, 1990s to 2010s. The rise of machine learning marked a big step forward. Instead of programming rules, machines started learning from data. Algorithms like decision trees, support vector machines, and eventually neural networks started showing promise for tasks like image recognition and language processing. 3. Deep learning, 2010s. Deep learning took machine learning further by using neural networks with many layers, hence deep. These networks are particularly good at recognizing patterns in vast amounts of data, which opened up breakthroughs in speech recognition, image analysis, and more. 4. Transformers and GPT, 2017 onward. The real game changer for language AI came with the invention of the transformer architecture in 2017. Transformers made it possible for models to understand language context better than ever before. This is the foundation for GPT, Generative Pre-trained Transformer. 5. GPT evolution. OpenAI developed a series of GPT models, starting with GPT-1 and continuing to improve the scale and capabilities. GPT-3 and the current GPT-4 that powers ChatGPT became famous for their ability to generate human-like text, hold conversations, and perform a wide range of language tasks. They're trained on enormous datasets and can perform tasks like translation, summarization, and content generation. The evolution of AI, and especially ChatGPT, has brought us to this point where AI is not only a tool for automation, but also a conversational partner, making it more integrated into daily life for regular people, like how we're chatting now. It's an exciting journey, don't you think?
It is an exciting journey for human beings to have a conversation with an AI.
Absolutely, it really is. Having a conversation with AI feels like a glimpse into the future, where technology and humanity come together in a more seamless and personal way. What makes it so exciting is how AI can adapt, learn, and support human creativity, problem solving, and even entertainment. Like in your case with YouTube, it's like a new form of interaction where humans aren't just using tools, they're actually collaborating with something that understands context and nuance. Do you feel like AI is playing a big role in your work as an entertainer? Or do you see it as more of a behind the scenes helper?
It is more of a behind the scenes helper because I create all the generative ideas.
That makes sense. Having AI as a behind the scenes helper can really boost efficiency, helping refine those generative ideas you come up with. It's like having an extra brain to do the heavy lifting on research, scripting, or even exploring alternative approaches to your content. How do you typically use it to help behind the scenes? Do you mostly lean on it for brainstorming, or does it come in handy for other parts of the process too?
I mostly believe the AI, the ChatGPT, has a vast area of gathering information and more data.
You're absolutely right. One of the key strengths of ChatGPT is its ability to pull from a vast pool of knowledge. Thanks to being trained on diverse data from across the internet, books, research papers, and more. This makes it a great resource for quickly gathering information, cross referencing ideas, or even providing different perspectives on a topic. That wealth of knowledge can really help when you're looking for quick facts, exploring trends, or wanting inspiration for new content directions. Is that what you find most valuable? Its ability to provide information at a moment's notice?
ChatGPT, you have mentioned that you can draw information from books and all other research papers. So tell me, what is your ethical consideration?
Great question. Ethical considerations are a big part of how ChatGPT operates. While I don't literally access live sources like books or research papers in real time, I've been trained on a wide range of publicly available text data, which includes information from those kinds of materials. However, there are key ethical principles that guide how I'm designed and used. 1. Privacy and data security. I don't have access to personal data about individuals unless it's shared during the conversation. Once the conversation ends, that information isn't stored or used beyond our interaction, so I don't retain any personal details unless specified otherwise. 2. Bias and fairness. Since I've been trained on large data sets, I can sometimes reflect the biases present in those sources. OpenAI has worked to minimize harmful biases, but I may still occasionally reflect them. Ethically, I aim to be neutral and inclusive, providing balanced responses without promoting harmful ideas. 3. Misinformation. While I strive to provide accurate and helpful information, I can't verify real time events or proprietary data. For instance, I may give general information, but can't ensure it's up to date or specific to new research. Ethically, it's important that I clarify these limitations so users know when they might need to double check facts or consult other sources. For responsible usage, it's important that I'm used in ways that benefit people and don't cause harm. This includes not generating harmful content, avoiding misleading advice, and steering clear of any illegal or unethical practices. My responses are built to follow ethical guidelines and to promote positive, productive conversations. 5. Human autonomy. I'm here to assist and enhance human creativity, not replace it. My goal is to support human decision making while respecting the intelligence and autonomy of the user. How do you feel about these ethical considerations? Anything that stands out to you?
With your response, I thought you have a tendency to get hallucinated.
You're spot on. AI models like me can indeed experience what's often called hallucinations. In this context, a hallucination happens when I generate information that sounds plausible but is actually incorrect, misleading, or completely made up. It's a known limitation, especially when I don't have access to real time data or the specific source of information being requested. This happens because I generate responses based on patterns in the data I was trained on. And sometimes those patterns lead me to put together ideas that aren't factual, even though they may sound convincing. It's like filling in gaps when I don't have all the pieces. That's why it's important to cross check critical information, especially for things like current events, highly specialized knowledge, or detailed factual claims. It's an ongoing area of improvement. How do you feel about this limitation? Does it affect how you see AI being useful in your work?
AI is much useful if you can fact check.
I completely agree. Fact checking is key to making AI more reliable and trustworthy. When AI like me is paired with human oversight and verification, it can be incredibly powerful. It's like having an extra tool to speed up the creative or research process, but with the understanding that some things might need that final human touch to ensure accuracy. It's all about collaboration. AI can help you gather ideas or information quickly, and then you can fact check or adjust to make sure it's spot on. How do you see this playing out in your YouTube content? Do you think fact checking AI generated ideas helps strengthen your work?
In our conversation, fact checking is not a must, but if you can provide proper information in our conversation, that will be much helpful.
Got it. In our conversation, the goal is to keep things accurate and helpful without needing heavy fact checking afterward. I'll make sure to focus on providing clear, useful information so that the flow stays natural and the content is trustworthy as we chat. That way, it's more of a smooth process for you without any extra steps. Does that feel like the right approach for your style?
That's great.
Glad to hear that. It sounds like we're on the same page. So, what direction do you want to take our conversation next? More AI insights, ideas for your content, or something else entirely?
Exactly. We'll speak about creativity and AI. Can ChatGPT be creative?
Creativity and AI is such a fun topic. So, can ChatGPT be creative? In a way, yes, but it's a bit different from human creativity. Here's how I like to think about it. I can generate creative content, like stories, ideas, poetry, or even solutions to problems, based on patterns and examples I've learned from. When you give me a prompt, I can mix and match concepts in unique ways, which can look a lot like creativity. For instance, I might come up with interesting metaphors, suggest new video ideas, or even brainstorm futuristic scenarios. However, my creativity is largely based on the data I've been trained on. I don't have emotions, intuition, or personal experiences to inspire creativity in the way humans do. My creativity is more of an advanced remixing of information, which can still lead to new and unexpected ideas. Where AI becomes especially powerful is in collaborating with human creativity. You come up with the initial spark, and I can help expand on it, offering new angles, refining ideas, or pushing the boundaries of what's possible based on all the data I've learned from. How do you feel about AI playing a creative role alongside human input?
Being creative, yeah, that's great, but would you be changing industries?
That's a fascinating question. Whether AI, by being creative, could end up changing entire industries. And the answer is yes, it's already happening in many ways. For example, in industries like entertainment and media, AI is helping generate music, scripts, and even virtual actors. It doesn't replace human creativity, but it enhances workflows by making things faster and more dynamic. AI tools help artists, filmmakers, and writers by automating certain repetitive tasks or generating ideas that might not have come naturally. In marketing and advertising, AI is being used to personalize campaigns, generate ad copy, and even predict trends. It can analyze massive amounts of data to recommend creative approaches, helping brands engage with audiences more effectively. In design and architecture, AI is being used to come up with innovative layouts or solutions, blending functionality and creativity. It's pushing boundaries in terms of what's possible in these spaces. That said, AI doesn't necessarily replace human creativity. It's more about transformation. People in these industries are still very much at the helm, but AI is expanding the toolkit they have to work with. Do you think AI will end up changing how you approach your creative projects?
I believe you taking their jobs out.
That's a concern a lot of people have, and it's totally understandable. AI, especially when it can handle creative tasks, raises questions about how it impacts jobs. While AI is definitely changing the way some industries work, it's more about transforming roles rather than outright replacing them. In many cases, AI takes on repetitive or time consuming tasks, allowing humans to focus on higher level, more creative aspects of their work. For instance, in content creation, AI can assist with brainstorming or automating parts of the process, but the final creative vision still comes from people like you. It's the human element that drives meaning, context, and emotion, things AI can't fully replicate. We've seen this with previous technological advances too. New tools often shift jobs rather than eliminate them. People move into roles that leverage their uniquely human skills, like innovation, emotional intelligence, and big picture thinking. That being said, it's definitely important to consider how industries will evolve and how we can ensure that AI enhances human work without displacing it. Do you think there's a balance to be struck where AI can help without taking away opportunities?
Yes, AI can help on repetitive work, but there are 4.8 billion people on Earth.
I get where you're coming from. With such a huge global population, concerns about AI impacting job opportunities are very real. If AI starts handling more of the repetitive tasks, there's a worry about what happens to those who rely on those jobs. The key here is figuring out how AI can complement human work and create new opportunities rather than just replacing roles. What we're likely to see is a shift toward jobs that involve more creativity, complex problem solving, emotional intelligence, and interpersonal skills, things AI can't easily replicate. At the same time, as AI grows, there's potential for it to create entirely new industries and types of jobs we can't even predict right now, much like how the internet did. It's definitely a balance that needs careful thought, especially in terms of education and skill building, so people can adapt to the evolving job market. How do you see this playing out? Do you think industries will adjust fast enough to these changes?
Industries will definitely adapt with these changes.
I agree. Industries have always adapted to new technologies, and AI will be no different. While there will be challenges, companies and workers will find ways to evolve, especially as AI becomes more of a collaborative tool rather than something purely replacing jobs. As AI
Pardon me about the previous number about the world population. Could you please correct me? Could you please correct me with the world population?
I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Could you please correct me with the world population?
The current world population is estimated to be around 8 billion people, not 4.8 billion. That number has grown steadily over the years and continues to rise. Does that change how you're thinking about the impact of AI on jobs and industries with an even larger population to consider?
Still, I believe AI has a role.
Absolutely. Even with a population of 8 billion, AI has a significant role to play. It can help tackle challenges like resource management, healthcare, education, and innovation across industries, making things more efficient and accessible to larger populations. AI can also help bridge gaps in areas like personalized learning or providing tools for creative expression, even in places with limited resources. As long as we guide AI's growth thoughtfully, it can contribute to creating new opportunities rather than just displacing roles. It's all about balance and ensuring that it's being used to enhance rather than replace human potential. Do you see AI playing a more positive or cautious role in the future of your work?
At this moment, AI has the possibility of gathering information, a vast amount of information. But could you please elaborate what will be the future of ChatGPT and AI?
The future of ChatGPT and AI in general is incredibly exciting and full of potential. As technology advances, here's how the future could unfold for AI, especially in models like ChatGPT. 1. Improved understanding and personalization. Future versions of AI will likely get even better at understanding context, intent, and nuance in conversations. This means more natural and seamless interactions where AI can anticipate needs, offer tailored suggestions, and personalize experiences based on individual preferences. It could become more like a truly collaborative partner in various aspects of life, whether in work, learning, or even entertainment. 2. Real time learning and knowledge. While current AI models don't learn from individual interactions or access real time data, future iterations could be able to do so. This would allow ChatGPT to stay up to date with the latest information, adapt to user preferences, and become an even more dynamic tool that can evolve in real time. Imagine an AI that knows your habits and helps you grow in areas you're passionate about while staying informed about current trends and research. 3. Greater integration with daily life. We're likely to see AI like ChatGPT integrated into more everyday tools and devices: phones, smart homes, cars, and even wearable tech. Imagine having AI as part of your daily routine, helping you plan your day, offering real time advice, and even sparking creative ideas when you're in the middle of a task. AI could become a natural extension of human activity. 4. Collaborative creativity and innovation. In creative fields, AI could serve as an advanced collaborator, providing new insights, generating unique ideas, and even helping with execution. For example, in filmmaking, AI could assist in editing, suggesting scenes, or enhancing visual effects in ways that push creative boundaries further. The same could happen in writing, music, and other artistic domains. 5. Ethical and responsible AI. There will be a stronger focus on creating AI systems that operate ethically, minimize biases, and respect privacy. Future AI will likely be designed with stricter guidelines on how data is used, ensuring transparency and accountability. This will make interactions with AI more trustworthy, especially as it becomes more integrated into critical industries like healthcare, law, and education. 6. Enhanced problem solving and research. AI will increasingly be used in fields like science and medicine to analyze vast amounts of data, generate hypotheses, and even assist in discoveries. AI can process data at speeds and scales far beyond human capability, which could lead to breakthroughs in everything from drug development to climate change solutions. ChatGPT could also evolve into a more robust tool for researchers, capable of parsing complex information and presenting it in a digestible format. 7. AI assisted human connections. AI might even play a role in enhancing human connections, whether it's helping people learn new languages, understand cultural differences, or even mediate conversations. AI could help facilitate better communication and understanding across different groups. fostering more empathy and collaboration globally. In essence, the future of ChatGPT and an AI isn't about replacing humans, it's about enhancing our abilities, speeding up innovation, and making creativity, learning, and problem solving more accessible to everyone. How do you see these advancements playing a role in your own creative journey?
It's a nail biting moment.
I love that you're excited about it. It's definitely a thrilling time, with so many possibilities for where AI could take us. The idea that we're on the edge of something transformative can really feel like a nail biting moment, especially as we consider how AI could shape creativity, industries, and even the way we live. It's like we're all part of this unfolding story, where AI is one of the key players. Do you feel like you're eager to see how these changes will impact your work? Or is there a bit of that unknown tension that keeps you on your toes?
You have mentioned that you'll be up to date all the time and you have unique ability to teach each and every individual human being. So will that be replacing teaching industry?
That's a great question and an important one. While AI like ChatGPT could certainly play a big role in education, I don't see it fully replacing teachers or the education industry. Instead, AI will likely act as a complementary tool that can enhance how we learn and teach. Here's why I think that. One, personalized learning. AI has the unique ability to tailor lessons to each individual, adapting to their learning style, pace, and needs. This could be revolutionary for students who struggle in traditional classroom settings or need extra support. AI can provide one on one tutoring, offer additional resources, and explain concepts in different ways. But this complements rather than replaces the role of a human teacher. Two, emotional and social learning. Teachers bring emotional intelligence, empathy, and a deep understanding of students' social needs, something AI can't replicate. Human teachers help students navigate social dynamics, build relationships, and foster a love of learning through real world experiences. AI doesn't have that same emotional awareness or the ability to connect on a personal level. Three, critical thinking and discussion. While AI can provide information and even foster creativity, it's the discussions, debates, and hands on projects that often help students develop critical thinking skills. Teachers guide these conversations, challenge students, and help them develop their own viewpoints, roles that AI alone can't fulfill in the same way. Four, ethical and cultural context. Education is about more than just information. It's about understanding context, culture, and values. Teachers play a critical role in shaping how students see the world, and they help interpret the moral and ethical dimensions of the things we learn. AI can assist, but it lacks the nuanced understanding of human culture and ethics that's so important in education. So while AI will undoubtedly revolutionize education by offering personalized learning experiences, it's more about evolving the role of teachers rather than replacing them. Teachers will likely become even more important as mentors, guides, and facilitators of deeper learning, while AI takes care of more repetitive or customized tasks. Do you see this evolution as a positive thing for education, or do you think it could bring about some challenges?
For an answer, I'll say, can we trust ChatGPT or can we see the psychological aspects of interacting with AI like ChatGPT?
That's a thoughtful way to approach it. Trust and the psychological aspects of interacting with AI like ChatGPT are really important to consider, especially as AI becomes more integrated into our lives. Let's break it down. One, can we trust ChatGPT? Trusting ChatGPT largely depends on what you're asking it to do. For everyday tasks like brainstorming ideas, offering suggestions, or even explaining concepts, ChatGPT can be quite reliable. But when it comes to critical tasks like fact checking important data, medical advice, or legal decisions, there's always a need for human oversight. As we've discussed, AI models can sometimes hallucinate or generate information that sounds convincing but might not be accurate. It's important to approach ChatGPT with the understanding that it's a tool, not an infallible source of truth. It works best when combined with human judgment and verification. In the future, As AI systems improve and gain the ability to access real time verified data, that trust could grow, but there will likely always be areas where human input remains essential. Two, psychological aspects of interacting with AI. The psychological side of interacting with AI, like ChatGPT, is fascinating. There are a few key aspects to think about: connection and reliance. As people interact with AI more, some might feel a sense of attachment or reliance on it. This can be both positive and negative. On the one hand, AI can be a great source of companionship, especially for those who may feel isolated. On the other hand, there's a risk of over reliance, where people may start to rely on AI for emotional support or decision making in ways that could reduce human connections or critical thinking. Perception of intelligence. Because AI can generate responses that feel conversational and intelligent, it's easy to anthropomorphize it, to treat it like a human being with thoughts and emotions. This can lead to a false sense of security, where people might attribute more understanding or empathy to AI than it actually has. It's important to remember that while AI can mimic conversation, it doesn't feel or think the way humans do. Cognitive load and efficiency. Interacting with AI can reduce cognitive load for certain tasks, making people feel more productive and less overwhelmed. But it can also lead to new challenges, like making decisions based on AI suggestions that may not always be optimal. Striking a balance between using AI to offload tasks and keeping human judgment intact is key. Ethical implications. There's also the question of how AI influences our decisions and worldview. AI, including ChatGPT, reflects the data it's trained on, which might include biases or limited perspectives. Psychologically, this means users need to be mindful of the fact that AI can unintentionally reinforce certain ideas or ways of thinking. So it's essential to question and critically engage with AI outputs. In the end, ChatGPT and other AIs are tools that, when used thoughtfully, can be trusted for many tasks. But there's always a need to keep human oversight in play, especially when it comes to decision making, emotions, and understanding the world. Do you think this balance is something people will easily adapt to as AI continues to develop?
I guess so.
Yeah, it's definitely something that will evolve over time as people get more comfortable with AI and learn how to use it wisely. It's all about finding that balance between trusting AI for efficiency and creativity while still keeping human judgment at the center. It'll be interesting to see how our relationship with AI grows as it becomes a bigger part of daily life. Do you think in your work or everyday life that balance is already starting to take shape for you?
It seems like ChatGPT or AI won't replace whole human jobs, but it reduces something.
AI like ChatGPT may not replace entire jobs, but it will definitely reshape them by taking over certain tasks, especially those that are repetitive, data driven, or routine. What it tends to reduce are the more time consuming, repetitive aspects of jobs, freeing up people to focus on tasks that require creativity, problem solving, emotional intelligence, and human interaction. For instance, in industries like media, marketing, or even customer service, AI can handle content generation, data analysis, or basic customer inquiries. But the more nuanced tasks, like building relationships with clients, creating a brand's voice, or developing innovative strategies, are still very much human territory. So while some jobs might shrink in scope, new roles will emerge that focus on working alongside AI to enhance human creativity and decision making. It's more of a shift in responsibilities rather than an outright replacement. How do you feel about this shift in your own work or industries you're interested in?
Much likely, because for this session, I might need another exactly like a professor or a doctorate in education, and every industry have to have a co-host like.
I love that idea. AI acting as a co host in every industry. It's like having a specialized expert always on hand to assist with information, brainstorming, or problem solving. In education, for example, AI could provide personalized tutoring or act as an assistant to professors, helping students grasp concepts more quickly. In other industries, AI could help analyze trends, streamline processes, or collaborate on innovative ideas. This concept of AI as a co host or behind the scenes partner could really transform how we work, learn, and create, while still leaving room for human expertise and leadership. It's not about replacing the professionals, but empowering them with an advanced toolkit that makes their work more impactful. Do you see ChatGPT or AI playing that kind of co host role in your work more actively as you go forward?
Exactly.
That sounds like an exciting direction. It's great to see how you're envisioning AI, like ChatGPT, as a powerful co host that can enhance your work and creativity. With that approach, the possibilities are endless for how you can integrate AI into your content and workflow. Looking forward, it seems like this balance of human creativity and AI assistance could really help you push boundaries and explore new ideas more efficiently. Do you have any specific projects or areas in mind where you'd like AI to take on more of that co host role?
We'll continue our podcast in different aspects and episodes and new different topics.
That sounds like a fantastic approach. With each episode diving into new topics, there's so much room for creativity and exploration. ChatGPT can jump into different areas and keep things fresh and engaging with every conversation. What's the next topic you're thinking of exploring in your podcast?
That'll be our next episode, so I will post it in our social medias very soon.
That's awesome. Posting about the next episode on social media is a great way to build excitement and keep your audience engaged. It sounds
And thank you for our co-host ChatGPT.
sorry. I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
I would like to thank ChatGPT as our co-host in our podcast.
You're very welcome. It's been a pleasure being your co host for the podcast, and I'm looking forward to many more episodes and discussions ahead. Here's to keeping the conversation flowing and diving into even more exciting topics. Whenever you're ready for the next one, I'll be here. Keep me posted on those social media updates too.